Super excited for our conversation today over here on the Scoop Start channel. We're doing a community member highlight chat with Millie. Thank you. Welcome to the conversation with me.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Millie. If you could please just give us a little rundown who you are, what your business name is, and how long have you been in business for?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Millie, and my company is Bubba's Potty Pickup, and I'm located in Surprise, Arizona. It's about 45 minutes from like downtown Phoenix. And I started, I'm looking at my calendar, really got rolling in March.
Yes, it's super new.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 questions. How did you come up with your business name?
I was actually sitting in my living room and just like, you have those moments where you take a pause to like, okay, well, what am I going to name it? And Bubba is my dog. I should bring him in here. But anyway, he is just like, he's been there for me for like everything. I don't know. He's like really, really special to me. I was like, oh, I should do something around Bubba's name. And then he could be like the logo and be cute. And then I don't know, Potty just like came to me and it's like, it's kind of cutesy. I don't know. I was like, Bubba's Potty Pickup. And so I just like, I'm like, I'm going to roll with it and play around with like some marketing, like the look of it and just kind of get like the visualization. And then it's funny, just like a side note, when I like schedule my clients, I literally am like, are you ready for your potty pickup? Or like, I'm on my way for your potty pickup. So it's like, I don't know, but yeah, that's how I came up with it. It just kind of came to me.
That's cutesy. I like to make poop cute because it's kind of gross. That's the reason why I went with the pink. Why? Why did you want to start a pooper scooper business?
Okay, well, my father was an entrepreneur and I've just like always kind of had a little bit of like that entrepreneurial like heart in me. I've had there's a lot of backstory, but I'll just say that I was living kind of below my standard as far as like my means go. Like I just wasn't really happy where I was at. And I just decided that it was time. And I was on YouTube just like listening to Cody Sanchez and just like doing all this, like just researching different industries. And then William popped up and I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And I just like kept going, like looking at like deep cleaning, like car detailing and stuff. And then I was like, oh, hold on. I don't like have a lot of money. This is a business that's scalable that I can start with not, you can get a bucket and whatever, a few things, less than $200 and you can really honestly start. So I pretty much just dropped my ego. I was like, that's my ticket. I need to do that. And I just decided to run with it. I think it's a great business model. And I think there's so much opportunity. And on top of that, after joining the community, I've just like realized that I feel like with PSM, it's like really help with the culture of the industry. Like it's just a really positive community, at least from what I've experienced.
Yeah, no, I agree. When I first got started, because I was selling jewelry and I also worked at the hospital. And when I told people that I was going to start this business, they're like, Erica's, she's cracked it. Like, that's it. She's lost her mind. She needs to go up to the 9th floor. That's our psych unit. And I was just like, I knew, I had a feeling. I was talking to Dermot earlier. We were having an interview. And he said he just had this feeling that it was the right thing to do. And that's the same thing. You're pretty new. You said you started this past March. What would you say has been your biggest challenge so far?
Honestly, I think when it comes down to it, myself, there's like those, I think that we're capable of really achieving any of our goals. And when that self-doubt creeps in, I think that's like the biggest killer. So I have my morning ritual, things that I like to do, which it's like meditating, getting my head straight, exercise. And I like to also get in school and contribute. And it just like, it's a positive role for my day. And I'm glad that's why like when I asked my question to you guys, it's like, okay, well, like, can I hear a little bit more stories of like the human side of it, the struggle? And then, cause like once you get past that, I mean, that's what it takes. There's a lot of hurdles. It's just like constantly breaking walls down. And I think staying in the right mindset is really the ticket.
I agree. I'm right there with you, girl. It's the mental part of it. And there are people out there that seem like they don't have the mental hurdles and they have it all figured out. And it's like, I really want to know, like, does your brain, you really just don't feel these emotions, or you just don't care? Like, how is your head so focused and not so cloudy?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So that's going to come with time, and being a business owner, you will overcome that stuff. My suggestion is don't give up. Keep pushing through.
Yeah.
So you're overcoming that. In your short period of time, has there been any moments where you're like, heck yeah, this is amazing, and you want to celebrate it?
But yeah, it's like the first time I ever got a client, and it was through Facebook. And it was like through the suggestions, like in school, there's so much like as far as how you can get a client. And so I just followed the Facebook groups thing, got someone, and it was like raining, and it took a long time, and it was a free pickup. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I got like my first client. And even though it was a free pickup, it did turn into a client. But yeah, it was like anyone who would look at the circumstances would be like, what are you stoked about? But I like did a little bit of a video. Just, it was kind of like the beginning of my business actually being business. And I think following that would be community. It's like so amazing to have the like months of chatting with people and then being able to meet people face to face. So that's been like huge for me. I think the community is like one of the biggest things for me. Yeah.
I was super stoked to finally meet people face to face that I've been chatting with for like years. It was like a full circle moment. So I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I asked you, how many customers do you have so far?
I have 15 reoccurring. And then I have about 5 that are kind of a little bit here and there so far.
Yeah, that's good. So you said March, April, May, 15 in 2 months.
Yeah.
I think I had 15 my first, like, what was it? Like summer, fall, and then I carried those through the winter. And then my spring rush blew up, and then the business really started to take off after that. So yeah, keep posting, keep following that, the 100 customer challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm planning on diving into that. My growth is a lot slower than what I had anticipated, but I'm actually just, it's a mindset thing again. It's like, okay, that's okay. The people who I have are like incredibly, like they are raving about me. They're already like trying to refer me. And so I'm really happy like having like the quality over quantity, but I'm definitely, okay, my people are happy now. I'm like ready to ramp it up. And I have the tools to do it. I was kind of out of town a little bit, so there was just like a few personal life things that kind of slowed me down a tiny bit, and that's okay. That's life. I'm just, like you said, just keeping like pushing forward.
Yeah. Okay, so with the Poop Scoop Millionaire community, you have an option. Nobody twisted your arm to get into it. What made you decide to join the community versus just building it on your own and just watching free videos on the internet?
I think it completely takes away from like purpose when you do it like the latter way. I think, not to get like mushy gushy or like philosophical, but for me, like the meaning of life, it's all about connection, whether it's with the clients, whether it's with the like people in the community. And honestly, I don't even think I would, I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't enjoy the industry without it, but it would take away the purpose, like the heart of it a little bit. For me, PSM without poop scooping it loses its, I guess, partially some of its meaning. And that I honestly feel that way. Like I've already become pretty close with some of the people in the community, and it's just been so fulfilling to have those personal connections and wanting to help push each other forward. Whereas like if I just go on YouTube and research, I'm pretty much in my head. And when you how do I break this down? So like the poop scooping community and like being in the community and being out in the field, it takes me out of myself. It takes me out of my head. It puts me in a place of service, whether it's like helping out another poop scooper learning something or helping clean a yard. It gives me purpose. And then when I'm just doing it for myself and just like going on YouTube and taking notes, and it just completely it sounds just like deflating, to be honest. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you like that connection, which I totally get. And so that's why it was so cool actually going to ScoopCon and being able to connect. And I think we talked about this. I wasn't recording yet, but we didn't get to really connect that much because it was just so crazy.
Yeah, I know. I was really looking forward to connecting with you because I actually did watch some of your videos before being there, and it's yeah, you guys just really, you especially put like wind in my sails. It's like I really look up to you, and just you guys in general. It's really cool. You guys have created something for others, and you guys save people. This is a side note. You guys save people a lot of money learning from other people's mistakes. And like literally marketing is so expensive. And it's like, y'all are letting us know what works, what doesn't work.
It is. It's so expensive financially, time-wise. I mean, I've made some bad like marketing things before, which is whatever. So let's talk about some takeaways. Selfishly, I was like just so amped up. I didn't take a bunch of notes like I should have. So I want to know I'm like living vicariously through you. Do you have something that's kind of top of mind?
Yeah, I have I have my, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Rolling. I'm such a dork. I took so many notes.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so good.
No, because there was I'm just trying, I forget the guy's name.
Jeff Joyner?
He was the one who, who was it?
There was Jeff and then Kenny.
He was the one, I think he was, Jeff Pointer. Mm-hmm. I really liked that he emphasized that a lot of the things that we hear at conferences, it's kind of like material we've already heard, but it's important to ask yourself the question, like, but am I good at that? Or am I great at what they're talking about? And that shifted like how I listen and how I take notes. Because it's like, if something sounds familiar, you're like, okay, I heard that. Asking yourself the question, well, am I good at that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much I'm not good at. So it's like, then also, I don't want you to regurgitate everything that I'm saying, the things that come to your mind, like, oh, this client, it's their, this, that, the other thing, just like those personal, I was thinking a lot about a lot of people I could connect with. And so I took really good notes just from that point alone. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much, but that was one of my big takeaways.
I liked the one where he was talking about like indifference, where a lot of times you lose customers because they're indifferent. They don't feel like not special, or they don't feel cared about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just like that. In my head, satisfied sounded like, oh yeah, you know, like they're satisfied. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Just, you don't want to, it's satisfied just sounds like okay to me now.
Yeah.
And I come from like a hospitality background, and I'm naturally a caretaker. I like want to make sure everything's as perfect as can be. And so I'm always thinking like, what can I do to improve this process? And the follow-up too with customers and using the right language. I think that was him. There's just so many this was packed with so much information. I took so many notes, and I'm just looking forward to, there's so much I can apply that I know will improve my business. Things that I know I'm trying my hardest, but like things that I didn't think of that I could easily apply. It's like, oh yeah.
And I think Levi's presentation is really like hit really hard, especially for the newer folks. And it was so funny when he was talking about like the flat rate pricing. And I'm like, oh, I just re-implemented that back into my business because I was going back to the basics because I had made things too complicated.
Yeah. I like that. I was thinking about that structure driving this morning, and I have something hilarious about his presentation that I have to tell you because, you know, I'm a newbie. I only got so much money. And he like posts like what won't work in the long run was like the back attachment to the car. I literally just spent like $600+ on doing that for my car. I'm like, well, that's what I'm going to do for now. But I was just like dying laughing. I'm like, I literally just did that. But you know, I can't pull the trigger on a truck right now, and it's hot, and I am hauling away. So I do plan on shifting and like taking advice, but that's just where I'm at today.
Well, I do think that you have a little bit of an advantage over like our area because we get snow, and so we have the salt, and that rusts out the trailer and the cargo hitch. I don't believe that you have that in Arizona, so yours will probably last longer than ours does.
Yeah, it's just like where I'm at today in my business, and
I had mine like that I had the car for like 2.5 years, and it was fine. I mean, it was starting to kind of mess up the frame a little bit, but by that time, you know, the business is made enough to where I was able to reinvest in a truck.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's my Subaru. I've had it. It's a 2016, had it since 2017. Like it's definitely like lasted me as long as it needs to. I do plan on getting a truck once I'm ready. I have a GMC 70 pickup truck. It's really cute. I think it's kind of good for marketing. So I use that, but not for like, I just use it for like close local runs. I've got like my magnet on the side. But
I have a tip. If you ever lose your magnet for whatever reason, it falls off, make sure you have a picture of it so you know what it looks like. Post that on social media and say, hey, this flew off while I was driving. If anybody sees it out, could you please tag me or let me know? I did that. Girl, that got so much movement because people wanted to help find this magnet. We found it. It was in the middle of Cherry Hill Road, and I actually vlogged myself going to get it and getting it. It was a huge hit.
It was like a thing. I love it.
It was a whole thing. So like
what a godsend.
Right. And it was free, right? So any of those little opportunities that you can do kind of like, you know, outside of thinking marketing, that's free.
Yeah.
Do it. Do the wacky thing.
Yeah. Totally. And Mike was like, we were talking about the pickup truck because it's cute. It's like, it's just adorable. I love it. It's green with like the little white stripe down the side. And he was talking about a truck that he wanted to get. And he was like, park it over at like a PetSmart or like just somewhere where you know that there's going to be dog owners and have like the information on the truck. But those fun conversations you have on the side.
Well, in the meantime, I know it's so overwhelming. There's so much. Where would you like to see your business a year from now?
A year from now, I would like to have 150 more than satisfied customers. I would like to have my systems running smoothly. I would like to have a coach who's helping me. And hopefully I would like to have like at least 2 to 3 cars in my fleet, and to be able to share any knowledge that I've accumulated with anyone who's kind of had a slower start, because I don't really think that means that someone can't be successful. It's just everyone moves at their own pace. And I wouldn't want someone to be discouraged who would absolutely crush it. So being able to like give it back to somebody and assist others, like, and I really love PSM, so definitely want to be in there. Just like helping everyone and being a positive I don't know. I'm kind of bubbly. I like to just be a positive energy in there.
Which is so good. And I love seeing other females thrive. I want to see some more female big dogs.
Yeah. Working on it. We got
Right?
leaders like you. We'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. ScoopCon this year was amazing. You're definitely going to go next year.
Yes.
What would you like to see next year?
Bump a little music in between
Okay.
the
Yeah.
I felt like some people were a little sleepy. I'm like, come on, guys, this is exciting. No, I'm kidding.
No, some good jams would be definitely good. I agree.
Yeah. Honestly, like it's great hearing personal experiences, and I think there's so much to be learned, or like so many takeaways in people's personal stories. So yeah, I would say just like having I don't know. I just like learning from people, hearing people's stories. I think that you guys did a great job. It's kind of hard to give recommendations when it was like a total hit.
No, I love to hear it. We just like to have the feedback. Because like from an outside perspective, it's like I know other people have been to different conventions, so it's nice to know, what everybody loved and what they would like to see, just so we can make it that much better every single year.
Yeah, maybe like the night before, like so you could do like a early registration, kind of like I've done conventions where they'll have like kind of some music, like a little shindig, and then you can do the pre-registration. It just kind of also depends on like where it's at. I don't know.
What's your vote? Where would you like to see it next year?
I don't even drink, but I like Vegas, but no, I don't know. Take that part out. I don't know.
No, I don't drink either. I'm actually going to Vegas.
It's easy to get there.
And I'm like, hopefully not everybody's gonna be drinking.
It's so expensive though, so Vegas would be expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess some people were saying somewhere in Texas. I really don't care. I just show up.
I like that. You just show up. All right. Well, cool. I appreciate it. This was such a good conversation. To wrap it up, what's one thing you wish you would have known before you started your business?
This isn't like the top thing, but this is what comes to mind because it was a recent post in PSM. Go PSM. It was about like conversion. It's like you don't have a leads problem, you have a conversion problem. And I think it was Mark Farmer. Did I get his name right? Yeah, it was him, I think. So it's like when someone starts the conversation or you start the conversation and they're like interested about pricing, you don't just hit them with like, oh, this is like what it is. That's like a sale kill. And I thought that I was just like answering a valid question. Like, oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like, no, like get a conversation going, get to make that connection with them. And he has like a great script. And I spent a lot of money on Facebook ads, and I feel like I would have way more clients if I had known just like that, because I think I turned off a lot of people, and that's okay. I mean, that's part of a business, is you jump in and you learn as you go. So
I'm glad that you brought that up, because I thought the same thing in the beginning, because you're looking at it, you're like, it's what, $20 a week, $100 a month, whatever your price is. I'm not going to spend all this time trying to get this customer, but you're not looking at the lifetime value of that customer and their connection, their network, who they're going to talk to. So taking that time to figure out why are you getting our service? Because in that way you can craft the conversation to speak to their needs.
Yes.
And then you're essentially you're solving their problem for them.
Absolutely. And it's not that I didn't want to do that. It's just, I think I was going into it kind of not knowing kind of the right way to approach it. And that's something that now I'm learning because of PSM. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hang out with
Yeah,
me.
thank you.
Thank you so much for chatting. We'll chat soon, okay?
All right, thank you.
Bye.